it's your boy Bodine, and you are now tuned into another episode of STL vs. Everybody. Got a very special guest in the building with me tonight. My man Ryan Givins.
My guy, what's up?
What's going on with you, bro?
Oh, nothing, man. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy for you to be here. Like, you like one of them guys from the hometown that people need to know about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, man, like not only, you know what I'm saying, are you, you know what I'm saying, a entrepreneur, you know, but you got it from the mud, and you're doing everything that a lot of us are still, you know what I'm saying, trying to reach, like that plateau. Like, you know, you're around the people that we want to associate with.
Yeah. I came a long way, but I got a long way to go. And I appreciate everything you said.
For sure.
Building up to that. Came a long way, got a long way to go. Being around those people is good for the people out there on the come up. Like, you definitely want to get in those circles. That definitely is a goal to have. But just know when you get there, it's best to always have something to offer.
Right.
Because, and I don't know how to say this, but nobody does favors for free. And that doesn't always involve, well, I'll say most people. You'll run into a few people that'll help you, but that's maybe like one that'll actually help you without getting anything in return. So, and getting something in return doesn't mean like nothing bad, but they might have you do something for free. And then in return, they might do something for you and introduce you to somebody or give you some game. Okay. So, but if you got something to offer, like, that'll make both of y'all come up or whatever, easy money. You'll get further quicker. So, long story short, just always have something to offer when you get in that room that'll make their situation better as well as yours.
Now, how did you, let's go all the way back to like the humble beginnings.
All right.
So I know, like, you, like, before you got into like the career that you're doing now, like you were rapping. Talked to Kassan the other day. He said you was producing. You was doing all type of stuff, man. Like, you was really out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying, chasing that dream.
What's your question?
What like made you switch gears and decide to start the erecting and leave St. Louis to go to ATL?
Okay, remind me. It's two. All right. So first, what made me leave St. Louis was, long story short, I got a cousin. Most of y'all might know his name, Larry Hughes. He in the NBA, or was in the NBA, and he actually opened a business in Atlanta. And at the time, I was a truck driver. So, long story short, he was like, man. And at the time, I was doing music, I was rapping, but I still had a job. You know what I'm saying? I was still on my grind. I had a little buzz in St. Louis even when I was driving. But long story short, one day he was just like, man, since you driving, stop in Atlanta and, you know, fuck with me a little bit. So, bro, I drove to Atlanta, parked my truck, met up with him. And I seen the big city. I had seen Atlanta before I had drove through it. You know what I'm saying? And he took me to the club compound, bro. Now, if you know anything, you been to Club Compound? You been to Atlanta yet? Okay, so Club Compound might be the biggest club in ATL, just square footage wise, right? And I had heard of it before, but I ain't never seen it. So, pull up, get out of the car. I was used to luxury cars because people in my family that had money, couple people, professionals in my family had money ever since I was young. I'm trying to speed up. So the cars didn't impress me. But when I started seeing drop top Rolls Royces, new Lamborghinis, everybody had on $1 million worth of jewelry, nobody fighting, nobody robbing nobody. That was the first trigger. Go in the club. Everybody got champagne. Everybody kicking. Now, this was like early 2012, 13. Go in the club. Everybody going to I'm like, oh my God, this shit is crazy. Beautiful women everywhere, blah, 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 blah. But this still not what did it. I'm in the VIP section. Everybody calm. And all of a sudden, this gonna fuck y'all up. R. Kelly come through the door. Club went berserk. Energy hit me. Not because it was R. Kelly.
Right.
Just like that whole ATL shit. Boosie come through the door. Diddy come through the door.
Same night?
Same night. I'm going crazy. I'm in this bitch like, whoa, you can't get this in St. Louis.
Right.
Then drug dealers come through the door. Everybody got $1 million jewelry, club going crazy. R. Kelly had on a chain bigger than this table, bro. And he had a dude that when he leaned over the rail, he was in charge of holding his chain because the medallion was so heavy that he could have fell over the rail. When I seen that in my mind, I was like, it's too much money here. This is retarded. Like, excuse my language. I'm like, this is dumb. They getting so much money down here. It's dumb. Like, if you're not here and you trying to get it, you losing. You cutting yourself short. You know how people say LA or New York? I'm like, if you're not here, bro, you playing yourself. Especially if you're trying to get into entertainment. So what I do, went back home, sold everything in my apartment, packed my clothes, drove to Atlanta. I was there. Slept on my homegirl couch till I found an apartment. That was it. Been there ever since. Second part of the question, I was in So Def. I met a dude named Baller through my peoples. He took me to So Def. I was recording. This is how I became a director, shooting videos. I had already had a camera because I was just documenting my trip. You know, no old school shit. DJ walked in. She was like, oh, you shoot? I was like, nah, I don't shoot. I just shoot myself. She's like, I need you. I'm going to need you to shoot me, and I'm going to pay you. I was like, bro, I don't know, like, I was like, I'll do it, but if it's messed up, don't be mad. Long story short, I shot it. It was DJ Drama Studio. And this is the type of shit that happens in Atlanta. For people that say you can't move to Atlanta and make it overnight or blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying you'll be a millionaire instantly, but if you go and work, you're going to come up. Like, it's too many people there of importance and regular people that's trying to get in the game to where you never not gonna come up. You gonna come up. You just gotta stay and stick it out. So anyway, I shot the video for DJ Drama Studio. She liked the video. Been shooting ever since. It was just after that, it was just like word of mouth. Somebody seen my work, somebody else seen it. Then I promoted it, and it just kept growing. It just kept growing from there. You know what I'm saying? And it was that simple, bro. And that's how I started directing.
So it's really just being at the right place, right time,
and working on your craft. You cannot give up. Period. I don't care how hard it get. You gotta keep doing what you can do good, even if you don't like it. Because there's some people that could do shit that they don't like, but they got the talent for it. Use that to do what you like. You know what I'm saying? I think I heard Steve Harvey say, your gift is what's going to get you paid. If that's your goal, your gift is what's going to get you paid. What you like is going to make you happy. So, you know.
How long have
I hope I ain't talking. Am I answering these questions too long?
No, man, you're good.
I'm good?
We got
all
time.
right, my bad. I'm just saying. Am I making sense? I'm good?
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right,
Straight. How long have you been at ATL?
I've been there about 4 years.
Okay.
5.
I think you left the day after the Floyd fight. I think.
Yeah, it was that same week. Oh, you was there?
Yeah,
My man. Yeah. With the I was the only one in St. Louis that had the California King in the living room with the what was it, 6? Let me stop. All right, go ahead, Roy.
So, like, now that you're seeing success, like, it took a while, and I know, like, you still want more. What can you say to people who's like, you know, in their late 20s, early 30s, or, you know, getting older, but like feel discouraged, you know what I'm saying, because of their age, and they're trying to make it into this entertainment industry?
It's no reason to be discouraged, especially with the internet. That's the bottom line. The internet, they say everybody want to be a star. Everybody, it's oversaturated because of the internet. Everybody on the internet, blah, blah, blah. But that's good because it make the world smaller.
Yeah.
It's what? How many people in the world? Billions, trillions?
7 billion.
Something like that? It ain't 7 billion rappers.
Right.
It ain't a billion rappers. It ain't a million rappers. You see what I'm saying? It ain't a million directors. It ain't, and I know they say it's only so many companies or housing studios or Warner Brothers and record labels. Start your own.
Yeah.
It's somebody in Budapest. It's a market in Budapest. 6ix9ine. He was platinum in Russia. We ain't never even heard of him.
Damn.
I had hit songs in Russia before I even came here. So I'm saying, don't be discouraged. The internet makes your age irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I mean, you got rappers out here like that's 50. That's 45. You know what I'm saying? That's making money. You got directors, people that's shooting their first movie. You know what I'm saying? What they say. And this is without the internet. They said Quincy Jones made Thriller when he was 60 or some shit? Like 50 or something? And that's without the internet. So imagine what you could do now with the internet at 50 or 60. So yeah, don't be discouraged. Now if the internet go down, might want to go to the plant, bro. Might want to, if you old and worried about it.
Yeah.
But as long as the internet up, I say keep going. Don't be discouraged. You can do whatever you want to do out this bitch.
What's the biggest thing, like what's the biggest opportunity that you got to work for as of yet?
Actually, the biggest opportunity I got actually happened. I know people would say Love and Hip Hop, but it ain't Love and Hip Hop. It's a guy called Carlos King. I don't know where Carlos King is from, but he's a black executive producer in Hollywood. He has the most TV shows out. I think he had more than Tyler Perry. But it's Carlos King. What's the other dude name? He got a funny name. But he got a lot. I forgot his name, but he got a lot of shows. But I recently just shot. This was like a week ago. I shot a sizzler for Carlos King, and it was crazy because I was in there shooting by myself. And shout out to my man Marcus. He from St. Louis too.
Okay.
A lot of people need to look up Marcus Burns. He from St. Louis. He one of the biggest up and coming producers in I guess you could say Hollywood, Atlanta, or whatever. But yeah, and he put me in that room and I did that shit. And when it was over, I was like, I just did that by myself, nobody else. Whole sizzler. One camera. So if they get picked up, out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my biggest opportunity at this point. Now my biggest job was of course Love and Hip Hop. So yeah.
Do you notice the difference of support in Atlanta and from St. Louis? Because I know you just said that Marcus he put you in that room.
From strangers or people you know?
People you know.
From people I know.
Strangers too, cause like here, like people that don't really know you, they might fuck with you or they might not.
Okay, so let me say it like this: the difference between Atlanta love and hate and St. Louis love and hate is this. I might come to you with an idea in St. Louis, right? You might be like, that's crazy. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? But and I'm not saying this for everybody. This is just my experience and what I feel the problem is. Before the fake shit start, you know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, everybody gonna get the money first. Here, after I tell you that, some fuck shit gonna pop into your mind that's gonna fuck the money off before we can even get to the money. In Atlanta, motherfuckers get to the money and then get on the fuck shit. But then it don't matter because everybody paid. You see what I'm saying? But then everybody might get rich in Atlanta and get on some fuck shit. But I could come back to the same person and be like, look, bro, you was on some fuck shit. And you'll be like, I know I was on some fuck shit. But let's make another $5 million real quick. Make that $5 million. Get on some fuck shit again. We might go to the same club the next day, act like we don't know each other. But we just made each other $5 million.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? But here, you ain't, a motherfucker like, man, I don't want him to shine. I want to be in your spot. I don't care about the money. I want to be in your spot. That's what's most important. I ain't even thinking about the money. So I just think like they think long term in Atlanta. And it might seem like it's showing you love, and they show love, they support each other, but I'm just saying it's just different. It's like an industry help, like an industry love. Like I might not necessarily be your friend, but we could get money together. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's business. Yeah, it's like a business love. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like with the like
here.
Yeah.
It don't get that far. You talented. I grew up in St. Louis. It ain't nothing but talent here. We can't even get the business love right. The same people in St. Louis, the people in St. Louis that's getting money now is the same people that's been getting money since the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s. Same club owners, same restaurant owners, same DJs. Same everything. They good. Same photographers. Same video people. Same athletes. Cause and it's not them hating. It's the people. It's everybody hating amongst each other.
Damn.
If y'all get together and create some hot shit, ain't nothing a motherfucker above y'all can do. Cause the cream of crop gonna rise to the top. Motherfuckers just gotta stick together. That's it. Get the money, and the money open more doors. You see what I'm saying? So like, you know, I don't know if that makes sense, but
how was the St. Louis unity in ATL? I see
amazing.
Like yeah. I see like a lot of
amazing.
Come together.
St. Louis run Atlanta.
I can see that. Yeah.
J Nix, number one DJ in Atlanta.
Really?
ATL top 20. DJ Bishop, biggest influencer in Atlanta.
Wow.
And his face ain't even on his page.
Damn.
Who else you got down there? What's the guy name? Got the club? Boogaloo? John. Biggest club in Atlanta. Well, one of the most, not the biggest, but I would say aside from AG, it's a guy named AG, he next. And he only been down there, what, 4 or 5 years? He booming. Who else? I forgot the lady name. I know my brother know her name. But she worked for she one of the biggest people behind the scenes. I forgot her name. She gonna be mad at me. Autumn, Miss Pretty, braid hair. Biggest hair braider in the United States right now.
Wow.
In Atlanta.
All from St.
She
Louis.
just did the Lakers.
Damn.
Who the fuck braids the Lakers hair? You see what I'm saying? You got Tiffany Fox down there. Loving hip hop all day. Who else down there? Man, I could go on. It's people. On and on, yeah. I could go on and on. Ryan. You know Ryan? Ryan Givins. Woody. This nigga a caterer. Yep. Like the biggest caterer in it. These all St. Louis people.
Yep. Corey, like the club promoter.
What's his name?
Corey B.
Yep. These all St. Louis people. Can't do that here.
Nope.
Because won't nobody just sit down and be like, and it's simple, bro. That's all they do in Atlanta. Oh, you want to do this? All right, let's do it. You want to try it? Let's try. It's that simple, bro. It's so many people. I could go on and on. But those are big positions in a city like that. Those big influences. And I ain't gonna even talk about the street side.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna even go to the street side. The gangsters from St. Louis down there running around getting money like
clockwork.
It's 86. And they don't know what crack is yet. Damn. No, 84, 83. Hey, when Freebase come out, 80. My brother older, he know. Speaking
of like the streets, man, you did docuseries that went viral on BMF on Calico's Pops, right?
Yeah, Calico's Pops. And I got that J-Boy in the works. Just to let y'all know. If y'all know who that is.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I was watching the docuseries you was doing on Calico too. I know it's kind of older, but yeah, that was dope too.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that. Thanks too. That's my strong point. Documentary, cinematic. If you look at my music videos, they look more like a movie. I don't do a lot of flash unless it's requested. You know what I'm saying? I do a certain type of video. So yeah, documentary, man, I just love hearing the truth. And man, if you just talk to people people's life stories be crazy, bro. Yeah. And by looking at them, you just don't know it. Cause how I met him, I didn't even know who he was. And then I seen him flash that BM, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, oh, who is it? I was like, it's Blackberry Cackle Pop. I was like, what's up, man? I was like, nice to meet you. They told me you was. I was like, and I had been with Calico, so he had been watch. Gangsters will watch you. He had pulled me and said, I'm gangster. He said some little gangster shit. like you. And I was like, man, let me interview you. He's like, you know what? I ain't never did an interview. I'm going to let you do it. You know how old that interview is?
4 years.
6.
6?
6 years old.
Damn.
6 years old, bro. But yeah, it went crazy. It's over 1 million on all the platforms I put it on, so hopefully somebody big will notice it. Let me make some real paper off of it.
I'm sure they seen it. Somebody big seen it.
Yeah.
Handful.
Yeah, a lot of, man, I was in California, man, and I had people walk up to me on the street, was like, yo. I was like, that was crazy.
That's dope.
That was crazy. Yeah, so just motivation to keep going with it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like
Bo, you good. Bo, good, ain't he? You good, my nigga. I thought I was good. You good, my nigga. My nigga, Bo, let's go ahead.
Do you feel intimidated, like, at first? Like, you probably not now, but when you first had the camera and was trying to interview, you know what I'm saying, people, were you kind of like timid to ask them to get on camera?
That's the only thing I've ever done in life that I ain't have no fear in my heart. Yeah, that's the only thing. Only because I'm a people person and my intentions is good. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's not. It's a real true. It's a real true. Wanting to know. I just want to know. So it's just like, I gotta know. I really want to hear your answer. So ain't no win or lose in that situation. You see what I'm saying? But with everything else I do, it's fear, constant. Like, I want to say it's fear of not doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident, but I'm always fearful that, like, don't do that, don't fuck that up, don't make sure you do this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I think, did I answer the question? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you've been in rooms with Murder Moog, Murder 30. Like, yeah, they're early too. Like, this is when you was like, you know what I'm saying, really starting to get into the nitty gritty of it. That's dope, bro. And that's just all just taking that leap of faith, man, and just going after your dreams, bro.
What really did it, bro? Like, where I was like, fuck it. I almost had a nervous breakdown, bro. Like, I was so depressed working. I was like, and I just prayed. I was like, God, because I was driving trucks at the time, and I was like, God, if I have to get in this truck one more time, and I was making good money, I was like, I'm going to get on the highway, go top speed, take my foot off the brake, off the wheel, and kill myself. Not like that, but that's the mind state I was in. Like, I can't do it. I can't work no more. Yeah. And not because I felt I just like, man, it's people out there that's not as good as me getting money. I can't go. I can't keep waking up in this truck. I can't have a manager. I can't have motherfuckers talking shit to me. I can't have nobody holding my life in their hands. A job is not security.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not saying a job is dumb, but I'm just saying, think. People out there, you get up and go to work, and you stressed.
Yep.
You worried about if you're gonna do a good job, is you gonna be late, is you gonna be able to eat, is you fucking making enough money, is you gonna be able to pay your bills, is you don't piss your boss off, don't say nothing too freaky to the girl that you got a crush on.
Yeah.
Like all this shit, like it's just all around stress. If you look at it that way. But good things come out of it too. But I had just got to the point where I couldn't do it. I was like, I didn't move to Atlanta to work another 60 years.
Yeah.
And bro, it's just like, it seemed like when I got in that mind state and when I truly humbled myself and asked God to like, shit just start clicking even more. And then once I got out of that truck and once I had a run, I was like, I was like, God, I never want to go back to this shit unless I'm literally about to be homeless. Like I have to be on the way to the street, like street, to go back to a job. I don't care if I'm broke, hungry, as long as I got a roof over my head. I don't care if the lights ain't on, the cable. I'm not going back unless it's that situation.
Facts.
And then I'll do it happily because I'm like, okay, I'm exhausted all fucking, I have no choice. But no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back into, so we're going to get into some, some
Deep talk?
deep shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. STLvsErrbody. Follow us on Instagram, STLvsErrbody. Follow Loco Radio STL. Follow my dude Ryan Givins on Instagram. Get at him for some video work. We back.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we back. Bo Dean, Ryan Givins. So it's one thing that I wanted to ask you too. Manola Films.
Yeah.
Where did that name come about? Was it Scarface?
Nah,
Okay.
that's the block I grew up on, Pine Line. I'm from Pine Line,
Okay.
3712 Manola.
Okay.
So I wanted, it was one way of never forgetting where I came from, and two, I said, when and if I make it real big, I want the kids from that neighborhood to be like, when they find out, like, oh damn, he from the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, damn, I wanted that to motivate them. You know what I'm saying? The kids that don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think nobody from my hood ever blew all the way up. You know what I'm saying? We had some street legends. But I can't think. I think we might have had a couple rappers that almost went, but ain't nobody. So I was like, okay. So if I get to where I think I'm finna go, I want them kids to have something to be motivated by. So you know what I'm saying? Whole company after the block, can't beat that. You know what I mean?
And that's your artist name too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's my name, but my artist name Ryan Givins, but my alias is Manola, so it still be Ryan Givins on front of it.
Okay.
Of any music, yeah.
So how, we talked about this off air, but like how has the pandemic affected anything financially for you? Has business slowed up, or is it, you know what I'm saying,
I made
better?
I made the most money I ever made in the shortest amount of time during the pandemic. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. And I learned a lot. One, a lot of people thought it was over with. So a lot of people started businesses. A lot of people knew it wasn't over with. So a lot of people started businesses. A lot of street people and artists didn't have nothing else to do but invest in themselves and their dreams. And so the most important thing that some of you artists still ain't figured out is visuals. Everybody people want to see you, they want to know you, and commercials and promotion. I don't give a fuck how good you rap. I don't care how booming your business is. If people can't see it and relate to it, it's not gonna reach its full potential. So yeah. So my phone was ringing off the hook when the pandemic started, as far as visuals. So nah, it was, and then also I learned them people that be asking you for $20 and $40 and $100, the motherfuckers got money. They the real hustlers. I learned it's a lot of people that act like they don't got money. They got it. They got it. So watch out for that. The people that be asking you for 40 or 100 here or something there, they putting that right in their safe. Telling you, real talk. But yeah, and it humbled me, you know what I'm saying? And it just taught me, like, no matter what, I heard a gangster say this, it's things that do the best whenever it's a crisis: food, entertainment, drugs, and sex. And I'm in one of those industries, entertainment. And if you got something that you will never be broke if you got something that can help another person.
Yeah, that something everybody want. I learned it from Nipsey.
And they ain't even gotta be something everybody want. You just got to be able to provide something. Got to be able to help provide something that somebody needs. It don't got to be everybody. And that's back to the St. Louis and Atlanta thing. I'm gonna tell y'all, there's some good game about the difference between St. Louis and Atlanta when you're trying to make it. Just because you're not rich doesn't mean you aren't successful. When I lived in St. Louis, I used to think it was better to have a job and struggle than to work for yourself and struggle. If you working for yourself and you struggling, you way better off. You are more successful than the person with a job and struggling.
Because you're your own boss.
You're your own boss. And I never thought that you could take care of yourself working for yourself unless you were, quote unquote, successful. you could get a regular check, say like a 9-to-5 job, say they pay you $500 a week, I'm just saying.
For sure.
You can make that working for yourself. And be in the same, and have a much better, much funner life than the person that's making that same $500 going to work for somebody that hate their job. It's levels to it. So don't ever think like you can't support yourself working for yourself, making regular money. If that makes sense, what I just said.
Shoot, I mean, I would be fine making what I make as a teacher, as a rapper.
Right.
I'd be cool with that.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying it's gonna happen instantly. You got to get it to there.
Yeah.
But once you get it to there, you're gonna be like, damn, that wasn't that bad.
Nope.
That wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad at all.
Wasn't that bad at all. But the weirdo shit is when you get there, you're gonna be like, damn, I was thinking too small. Fuck.
Yeah.
I gotta keep going now. That ain't shit. That was weak.
Yeah, I like notice, man, like when if you got a good product, or if people just fuck with you and they believe in your business, they'll support.
Yeah.
Not everybody, but
I'm gonna give you some more game that I learned in Atlanta.
go ahead.
You don't have to. Actually, you don't even have to have a good product. You can be a hard worker. You can be a people person. You could actually, I'll give you another example. You could, I shouldn't say this. I'm not going to say this. I was going to use a certain word, but you can have absolutely no clue what you're doing.
And people still.
Let's say for a city in Atlanta. Let's say you could come to Atlanta and I know you have no idea what you're doing. If you could talk a certain way, a person give you a chance, you make $20,000 4 times, you got $100,000.
Yep.
It's over. Now you might be done after that because everybody might be like, "Oh, he washed. He don't know what he doing for real." But you got 100 racks. If you fuck up 100 racks, so I'm just saying to say, like, it's just how you play the game. You don't have to have super talent. You don't have to know everybody. It's a million ways to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now I know we always be talking about things that go on within the black community, police brutality, so on and so forth. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor were 2 big deaths that transpired this year, and there was another young man in Atlanta. They got murdered by the Wendy's.
Yeah, that was oh man, that's a shame. I forgot this. I was out there too. Long day, sorry y'all, and I got a toothache. George Floyd. It was George Floyd. Was George Floyd? Who was in Atlanta? We got to Google this. My fault.
Let's see. Fact check it.
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Sorry, y'all.
Killed at Wendy's, Atlanta.
Rashard Brooks.
Rashard
That's
Brooks,
what I was like. Yeah, Rashard Brooks. I was like, Rashard Brooks. Rest in peace, my dude. My bad. I fucked up, Rashard. I fucked up right now, but I'll represent it for you, my dude. Go ahead. And I got a documentary coming out on that whole night.
Yeah, can we talk about it? Some of it.
Did you have a question first, and I can tell you about the
That's what I was leading up to.
Okay, so man, that night was so right before that, old boy got killed, George Floyd. And me being a director, and also like I feel like I'm a man of the people, meaning it's like when the people hurt, I hurt. But I've never been to a protest. So when George Floyd got killed, and then 3 days later when Rashard Brooks got killed, I said, they're going to kill somebody. Meaning the people in Atlanta, I was like, a police going to die today. I knew for sure. I said, this is it. They just choked the man to death on TV. And then they just went and killed another one 2 days later or whatever later. I was like, somebody dying today. And I went and got my camera. I was like, I'm going. And when I went out there, man, it nobody died, but it just changed my it changed my life. And that's all I could really say without any specific questions. It's just, you give me some specific questions and I could go deeper into it, but it's like, we have to decide as a people, black people, white people, the world, we have to decide, what do we want? That's it. We have to be specific on what we want and the realities of what it's going to take to get that. You got to take the emotion out of it. Emotion has no place when you fighting for freedom and power.
Now, when you say we got to be specific of what we want, what do you think that the people want as of right now?
And this is what I always say to my boy Chris. I think the people, what they want right now, and I'm saying this, how can I say this? One, they don't know what they want. Mm-hmm. Two, they want to be treated fairly. Who they want to be treated like, I don't know. But what I do know is that they don't want power and they don't want respect. Now, why do I say that? I say that because you can't ask for that. Mm-hmm. You can't beg for power or respect. And if somebody gives you something, they can take it away. So if somebody tells you to go do something, hey, go do this, and you will be like me. That's not the real world. If somebody tells you to go do something so you could be like them and they're in power, nobody's going to tell you how to take their power away from them. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And that's where the people, we running around saying we want this and we want that. But the so-called person that's responsible for all this, or whatever you want to call them, that's responsible for this, is telling us how to get it. That's not, it don't make sense. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense.
Do you think that it'll finally click with black people, that like we need to really decide what we want and we'll all be on the same page in order to get that?
Not long as McDonald's open. Not long. If the police could get on TV and if the police could get on TV and choke a black man to death, and you could turn the channel to Love and Hip Hop, or you can go out to McDonald's and get a double cheeseburger, and this is nothing against no race, no white people. If a white cop could choke a black man to death on TV, and then you can go hang out with your white friends at the bar, no way. It'll never happen. And that's why they keep doing it. In the 60s, we was close. But you know what happened? They said, you know what? They just want to feel a certain type of way. So let's let them feel a certain type of way and keep doing what we're doing. Whoever's in charge of this power structure. Mm-hmm. So with the integration, we could go to McDonald's now. Mm-hmm. We can kick it. Oh, that's all y'all wanted?
Just to be accepted.
Or to feel accepted. Because if we was accepted, we wouldn't be going through what we're going to do right now. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And another thing, police are government employees. Police are government employees. This is the people that's supposed to protect you. Mm-hmm. But they get on TV, hey, yeah, or let us handle it. What you mean? So it's just games, bro. Oh, it's just. So it's just, you know. So, but back to your original question. The only thing I feel that'll wake, and I won't just say black people. I say the good people, because you know that's my thing I'm pushing right now. Is everything has to be taken away. That's it. It's nobody feels like nobody is really mad. Nobody not really mad.
Because we comfortable.
Comfortable, bro. You know, ain't nobody. It's people that's really mad, but the people that hold the people that's really mad back, or the people that's not really mad. Because they make the people that's really mad feel crazy. Like they battle back and forth like, wait a minute, this is happening to me, but maybe I'm tripping. You see what I'm saying? Maybe, wait, yeah. I'm going to McDonald's. That's it, bro. Biden just won the election. Police still killing unarmed black people. You know what I'm saying? Still poverty. You know what I mean? Still systemic racism. It ain't gonna change. We got too much. Cause just being able in the '60s, in the whatever, they would stop and kill black people going to the voting booths. They would stop and kill black people going to hang them from trees in that neighborhood.
Crazy.
And what happened? Black people almost burnt the whole country down. Cause they ain't had no hope. As long as there's hope there.
Our back's not against the wall,
Bro.
right now.
Man, bro. Come on now. Comfortable, bro. And that just go back to what I said. You gotta, what do we want?
Yep.
What do you want? And then you gotta think, man, we ain't never had freedom for real. We don't, slaves from the gate.
Yep.
So it's like we really don't know what it feels like to come out to not be shook when the police behind you. Or to go in a job interview and make sure you say everything perfect. Blur. Just you know what I'm saying? Like, just small things, you know what I mean? Like, wealth, like they say, wealth, money, and neighborhoods and all that, you know? And we had it all before, and it was taken from us. But, you know, I mean, I could... Yeah. It just drains me. It drains me. You know what I'm saying? When I talk, because it's so simple, but they got so many tricks, bro. I mean, what else do you need, man? They choke a man to death live on TV. That's a lynching, bro. They used to hang us from trees and eat food and watch us. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, he's dying. They doing the same thing on right now. They just did it. You know what I'm saying? People was just at home watching it. You see what I'm saying? Crazy, right?
It's getting to the point now where we like being desensitized to it.
Man, it's to the point now where black people is blaming other black people for the stuff we go through. It's y'all fault. Y'all did. The reason this happened to us is because of how y'all acting. So my question to people like that is always, well, it wasn't always Crips and Bloods. It wasn't always crack. It wasn't always quote unquote black on black crime. Why was it happening to us then? You didn't even know what they say then? Oh, it was different then.
It's the same.
It's the same. What you mean? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't all. We wasn't. Let's just say if we are the problem. So let's say if we stopped all this. Let's say black people stop killing each other. And everybody kills each other. But say we cleaned up our neighborhoods, everything that the educated people are saying that is the problem within us. Let's say we fixed ourselves, right?
Right.
Then what you think gonna happen? What you think gonna happen then? We all in harmony, we kicking it, we getting money, we building our own communities, kids getting educated, We become a bigger threat then. than we was.
It's gonna go right back to
They gonna turn up again.
infiltrate and do it over again.
They running whole countries, bro. Why you think China? Why you think they talking about China? Cause China chilling. They by themselves. They don't care.
Yeah.
That's a threat. So if you right here in Tulsa, there wasn't no Crips and Bloods in Tulsa,
Nope.
was it?
Nah.
I ain't seen no Crips and Bloods in the documentary.
Nah.
I ain't seen no crack. All I seen was doctors, lawyers, kids, blue,
Successful black people.
successful black people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just. So go back to my original point. What do y'all want?
Yeah.
And is y'all gonna take the emotion out of it and deal with the reality of what it's gonna take to get it once you figure out what you want?
Damn.
But what I will say is, don't worry. The good people will win in the end.
Oh, most definitely.
Do not be discouraged. Good always triumphs evil.
We shall overcome.
Might not, I don't know how long once we do overcome it, but it definitely will happen.
Man, we need a part 2, definitely.
We done, bro?
Yeah,
Dang.
we have to wrap it up, bro. What?
I think my brother want to come in here real quick. What? Roger? Think he want to come in here and talk about?
I just want to do something for my Instagram. Y'all ain't got to say that. I'll post it after y'all.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Well,
We have to get him on like an actual like interview.
all right. Go.
What's your last thought? Like, what's some words of encouragement that you want to get to like the up and coming entrepreneurs out there, man?
Just do what you love, do what you're good at, and never give up. Because if it's something that you like, best believe somebody else out there likes the same thing. It's always gonna be somebody you can sell something to or help. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be a problem out there. Just never give up. It's too many people in the world. It's too many people in the world for you to fail. And I'm not saying you're gonna ball, but you will definitely be able to provide for yourself and have a good life.
That's all that matters.
And that's all that matters. Stop thinking you got to be a billionaire. You don't have to be a billionaire.
Facts.
You can do everything well, I ain't gonna say you can do everything a billionaire can do with $1 million or 100,000, but you can get damn close. You can go on a lot of vacations. You can eat a lot of shrimp. You can go visit a lot of oceans.
Yeah,
you can watch a lot of movies, buy a lot of cars with 6 figures.
That's all I want, man, just to travel.
Especially if you got good credit. You know what I'm saying? You could travel now
Yeah.
with 10 bands.
Yep.
Spend a band, go make it back, spend another band, make it back, spend a band, go around the world. All right, man. But I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate
I want you to leave St. Louis. I'm sorry. I want him to leave.
I told myself 2 more years.
And the only reason I'm saying leave St. Louis is because you got to go where it's at.
Yeah.
Not because St. Louis whack or blah, blah, blah. But you big, bro. Ever since I met you, I told you, like, you big, you different. You got to go to where everybody at is doing it so they can see you and you can build it up and get it popping. I've been in the streets. I've been in these streets almost 10 hours. It's dry out there. In Atlanta right now,
It's popping.
it's not dry. It's not dry, bro. In New York, it's not dry. In California, it's not dry. It's not where you're from, it's where you at. You my man. I believe in you. I know you believe in yourself because you're trying to, but take the emotion out. Brain. All right, don't quit playing. Well, you feel me though.
Most definitely.
My guy.
Appreciate you, man.
Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry. Make sure y'all check out my clothing line at Destined Clothing by Ryan Givins.
Yeah.
It's a motivational t-shirt company. You got hoodies and everything. You can check out my documentaries. Just YouTube Ryan Givins, and you can follow me on Instagram at Ryan Givins. And that's about it, man. Peace and love. Good people unite, and we gonna make it, man.
Yes, sir.
And I hope I did you good, bro.
You did great, bro.
All right, man.
Did
my
great.
man, my guy.
STLvsErrbody on Loco Radio, STL. Follow us, man. Follow Ryan Givins. Blah.